When do we talk about the fucking shows and movies? Thanks for the F shot.
I don't know, but his arms are doing chewed up.
Show me what you got.
We'll drink it if you say. Hello and welcome.
Speaking of The Rock.
Yeah, speaking of something that's rock hard, no, just The Rock. Welcome back to Wasted Opinions. I'm LewisLightning, and we are today talking about the guy known as The Rock, real name Dwayne Johnson,
That's it.
actor who's been in lots and lots of stuff recently.
Also known as Rocky Maivia.
Yeah, I guess so.
Former wrestler, maybe you heard of him.
Stone Cold.
We're looking at him. No.
Stone.
No.
Rock.
Oh yeah, Dwayne Johnson. I remember him. He fought like Peter Maivia and stuff like that, didn't he?
Rocky Johnson.
Well, Rocky Johnson.
His dad.
But we're looking at everything he's done and his movie work. We're going to talk about him as an actor a little bit. But yeah, we'll just kind of go over everything that he's been in, what we liked about it, didn't like about it, strongest stuff, what's his weaknesses as an actor. But anyways, with me today, over on my right.
Oh, you got the penultimate Dwayne Johnson expert, MussKeg.
Over on my left.
If you smell what I'm cooking, then you're a little too close to my kitchen. My name's CountryBoy.
That's a Naleshniki and Alchi, Pidishke.
What?
These are words?
Start things off as we always do.
Wait, who are you?
You.
I just said I was
Did
listening
you?
to
Okay,
start.
I've done this before. I hate when we do this.
It's always me.
I know.
I got you.
You did.
This was
The blue raspberry.
Blue
I
raspberry.
got a bit of everything.
Or- got a bit of everything in it.
Purple onion. I don't know.
purple onion.
Actually, not bad.
It's a good mix, yeah.
You're not going to get another one of those.
Damn.
Not
I missed out.
So yeah, I got a list here of The Rock's filmography.
Let's run through them all right now.
Yeah, we're pretty much going to do that. So one of the first things he was in was Beyond the Mat, which is a documentary.
Jake the Snake.
He's not really acting in it.
I just remember Jake the Snake looking
Yeah,
rough. in
Jake
it.
the Snake. I like Jake the Snake talking in it about, you know, when he's with the women. He's like, first it was one girl, then it was two, then it was two with toys, then it was two with toys, but I'll just watch. Then it was three.
Because I couldn't get it
Just
up.
talking about how
cocaine.
it just progressed until
Oh, man.
sex meant nothing to him.
Yeah. Oh, man.
And Jake the
Been
Snake,
there, you know. Been there.
he's not like the hottest guy out there.
Yeah.
But really his biggest one was The Mummy, when he came into that. I guess Scorpion
I could have
King.
put the mummy out here.
Yeah, he was,
Guys.
I'm sorry we didn't catch that one.
The mummy returns.
The Mummy Returns.
Yeah.
He was just CG'd in that.
Oh, man, because he looks so real.
Yeah.
And it was just like backstory, right? Like that's all it was just
Well,
the tale of.
Not the Scorpion King
Yeah.
is the backstory.
Yeah.
The Mummy Returns is just him for like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes.
It's the very intro of the movie, and yeah.
I guess that too.
It is the
only-
best
you
CGI
see
you've
him,
seen, though.
Yeah, in the Mummy Returns.
He's like a monster.
But I honestly never saw how the Scorpion King movie and the Mummy Returns tied together. Like those never really tied together. If you watch both movies,
It's been a long time.
I have not.
they never did.
But he was the Scorpion King that ended up being the Scorpion monster thing at the end of
Yeah,
that movie.
I know, but it never made sense.
He also did Long Shot that year, but it was just a cameo as a mugger.
Porn.
Maybe. But then the Scorpion King, which we kind of already talked about, this was my favorite movie for the longest time. After that, The Rundown.
Your favorite movie of his?
Favorite movie. I love The Rundown.
It's still my favorite movie of his.
Oh yeah.
Till to this day.
It's probably, still my favorite movie of his, but it used to just be my favorite overall.
Oh wow.
I love that movie.
I've only watched it once, but I did like it. I actually,
It's
you know
great.
that I feel like this would be a fantastic hungover movie, like during the day type of thing.
It's great. It's Sean William Scott is
Yeah.
great in it.
Yeah.
He's in it. He's great in it. Rosario Dawson's great in it. Christopher Walken is great in it. Oh, fuck, it's a great movie.
Ow! That was me doing a Christopher Walken getting a gun.
Do you understand the concept
Of the Tooth
of the
Fairy.
Tooth Fairy?
Takes your teeth out, leaves you a quarter. Walking Tall, and I do not remember that one. I did watch it. I've seen it.
Oh, you don't remember it?
It's actually
yeah.
a remake.
Yeah.
It's a remake of
Yeah, he
of-
comes back from the military overseas, and the
His
town has
town
completely
is like-
changed.
yeah.
Like the casino is running everything, the mill has been shut down,
Yeah.
and there's drugs all over the
Yeah.
place, and he just
And
comes
he
to
don't
clean
like
it
it.
up.
He don't like it.
He comes to clean it up.
And he's
Yeah.
like, look, I can't use weapons, so I'll just use a hacksaw Jim Duggan
It's
2x4.
just big ass piece of wood, yeah.
Like
Actually,
I,
I wasn't too bad.
I used to own it, and then I
It's
lost
good
it.
too. It's up there. It's not as good as Rundown, but it's up there.
But now all you can find is like the Walking Tall with that other guy, that
Oh, he played Hercules.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
Kevin Sorbo.
Yeah, Sorbo.
Sorbo, yeah.
So
Sorbo.
I think I eventually
He's like a really
I want to replace it, but I haven't yet. After that, Be Cool.
I've never actually seen it.
He was like
that's a sequel to another movie.
I can't remember what it was a sequel to.
Yeah.
It is a sequel.
Get Shorty.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes.
But he's trying to be a lot more.
What happened? I blacked out.
Isn't he a gay in that movie?
He's like a gay
I don't know
bodyguard
if you
bouncer.
can say a gay. I think you need to just say he's gay.
Just say a gay guy. Didn't I say
No,
a gay guy?
you're like, isn't he a gay in that movie?
Isn't he a gay?
But yeah, he's
Isn't
like,
he? I don't know. I've never seen it. Sorry.
I don't really remember a whole lot about it. It was just
Sorry.
wasn't. It was forgettable, I guess.
I suppose so.
His character was kind of like I said, lighthearted, whatever. Also, the same year he was in Doom, which
Doom's bad.
it's a bad film overall, but for the game, I think it's fun at least.
Well, you guys better hope Dwayne Johnson doesn't see this video.
I'd say the only good part about that movie was when it goes to like first person mode and he's like laying waste to like all these different mutated creatures.
Can I just say one thing? I'm sorry about the rundown that I want to just bring up. I love when they put wrestlers in movies and they have them do wrestling moves in it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing better than in the rundown when he hits the guy with the rock bottom in the middle of a
It has to
club.
be his move.
One thing I just realized like this week was
Sorry.
the dude, like the little dude that he fights. What the hell? I forgot his name is. Was the same dude that was in TMNT 2. Secret of the Ooze. He played the pizza boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't know that was the same guy.
okay. What's he say? Okay.
Hollywood?
Hollywood, something like that. Yeah.
Is it?
Anyways.
But I like about Doom is that you don't think the Rock's gonna die, but he does.
Yeah.
He comes back, but like
zombified.
because I think even when he's getting pulled down, he's like, "I'm not supposed to die," and he gets taken ripped down. It's very funny. But yeah, Southland Tales after
I
that.
saw that one.
You're
It was
the only one.
weird. Donnie Darko director. Can't remember off the top of my head. It had big hypes. Like it was one of those movies that took a while to get made. It kept getting pushed in production. I think that's usually a sign when it's not going to be a great movie. There was a ton of people, like Justin Timberlake was in that movie. No, Dwayne Johnson was in it. Sean William Scott, Stifler. So, you had the rundown kind of tie into it.
What was the premise?
I honestly couldn't tell you. The premise was sort of,
What's a sequel to Donnie Darko? So
I know is I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty sure there was like a
Donnie Darko's dead,
like
so now
flying ship that had like a political event happening on it, and it.
Okay.
There was 2 Stiflers. That's all I know.
Oh.
I think he played like brother cops,
Okay.
twin brothers. Yeah.
And then Gridiron Gang was after that, which I remember he's like,
He coaches kids football or something.
yeah, but I think they're like juvenile delinquent kids.
Oh yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, the juvie. Yeah.
I think it's based on a true story because at the end they kind of do the whole thing where they show what happened to each kid afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember one of them was just like a little nerdy kid, and it just says like he got like shanked or
No,
something.
let's remember the Titans.
No, I love Remember the Titans. I've never seen Gridiron Gang.
And personally, like I've seen almost all these movies up to this point. This is 2006, and I'd seen everything but maybe 2 of the things we talked about.
Okay.
Then it was Reno 911 Miami.
Oh yeah, he does a cameo. That's a great cameo.
I know he's in that show.
Yes, it's so funny because he comes in. He's like, "Okay, guys," because he's part of the SWAT team. Because the whole Miami police department is they're locked down because some sort of thing has erupted, some sort of chemical has erupted, and they gotta like be in lockdown. And so the Miami team that is there, just like visiting, they're the only ones that can like run the Miami precinct, I guess. And then he comes into like, "Okay guys, I'm gonna show you what to do." He's like this really tough guy, and then he has this grenade. He's like, "Okay, see, as long as everything just falls into place, it's like, see, this thing is like what is like us. As long as you keep the pin in, everything is safe." And he like drops it. And then he kicks it. He walks into another room and he just explodes and he dies. He's like popping out even for like a minute, even.
So he was Agent Rick Smith. There you go.
Okay, he had a name. He had a name.
The Game Plan. If any of you guys know
I've
that.
heard of it.
I think
Maybe?
was that
What
like
you're
a,
gonna have is there's gonna be so many of these movies that I've been like, oh yeah, I remember
Maybe?
that, but
I
I
want to say
never
the
watched
Game
it.
Plan was like a romantic comedy with sports. I feel like that's what it was, but
Show image here of what the game plan is.
I don't think it was.
Oh
at all.
yeah, it was. Yeah, that's exactly it.
That's absolutely not.
Oh,
what
I
was
haven't
about.
seen it, but I do know that movie.
After that, Get Smart.
Oh yes, he was in this one.
Yeah,
He's
the bad guy in that.
He became the bad guy. He was, I guess.
You didn't
he was
know.
like the best agent, and then he ended up being like, I got the movie too.
I could see that getting a sequel. I wouldn't mind if that got a sequel. It was okay.
Yeah, it was okay. I thought
Not fantastic.
not Fantastic Four. Oh, doesn't make any sense. He's a rock.
He's gonna
rock
be the
guy,
brick.
the thing.
He's gonna be
Fantastic
the brick.
Four.
The
You know?
Okay.
Reach.
The brick.
I'd like. Well, I don't want to get off, but like Anne Hathaway in that. I liked her in that one.
Oh, I honestly thought that
Steve Carell.
Steve Carell as Smart as Maxwell
That
Smart
was like the
was a
original
good
Maxwell
pick. Was a
Smart
good pick.
himself.
Yeah, for a modern Maxwell Smart, I thought he was a good pick.
This is something I do want to watch. Race to Witch Mountain.
I've never seen it. I know what it is
That's a
about.
ride.
That's a Disney movie, I
Yeah.
believe. Never seen it though. And that's another remake too, I know.
I know there's like a meme with it as well.
Oh yeah, he's always like looking back at like the
Looking back,
kid.
yeah.
And, yeah.
Planet 51.
Oh, that movie sucked.
This is a voice role.
It was a voiceover role.
It
It
was
was.
an animated one.
He played the astronaut that got stuck on
Wasn't
this
it about
alien
like an
planet.
alien? Oh, that's what it was. I thought it was.
It
Like
was
an
basically
alien
like
was-
E.T. but reversed. Like
Yeah.
he was the E.T. and he was stuck on this planet.
On the Planet of Aliens.
Didn't it have like
Yeah,
Andy
oh.
Samberg or something?
It's
in it?
animated. It's animated. It's not very good though. I
That
thought
concept sounds interesting,
but it was a mediocre at
uh,
best.
the Tooth Fairy.
Tooth Fairy. You know what? That was a movie I thought was gonna be stupid and suck. I mean, it is stupid, but it's it's good for kids. It's a good family movie. I would watch it again actually.
Better with Larry the Cable Guy in the sequel, or
I never saw the Larry Cable Guy one. No.
Why Did I Get Married Too?
Oh, that's a. Why Did I Get Married? Wasn't that like a Chris Rock, Kevin Hart show kind of thing?
I don't know.
It's uncredited cameo is Daniel Franklin, whoever that is. Moving on, The Other Guys.
Other guys,
It's
yeah.
only in it for like the 10,
Oh yeah.
10-minute
That's
intro.
probably the best part of the movie is when him and Samuel L. Jackson.
Aim for the bushes.
They're so awesome. Yeah, aim for the bushes. There wasn't even an awning or anything. What were they doing?
That'd be a great
Why would
T-shirt
they
too,
jump
right?
down?
Aim for the bushes.
Yeah, that actually would be.
Is it really worth
Double
it for
entendre.
like $10 or 10 grams of pot, which is a misdemeanor?
Yeah.
I mean,
So
you know, it's a
ridiculous.
good movie.
Hey, don't you talk shit about the other guys.
Free hot dogs for life.
You don't talk shit.
No drinks.
But my
No
wife,
drinks.
you pronounce her name right. Christina.
Thanks for the F Shock, Dirty Mike and the boys.
You Again.
You again.
I feel like I know
He's
that.
an air marshal, uncredited cameo. Faster, which we have
Faster, yeah.
there. So
We saw it.
apparently we saw it. I do not remember anything about it. I don't remember seeing
And
it.
that's about how memorable it is because it's very not memorable.
I think maybe at the same time Drive came out, and that's why I don't.
It
remember
was a
all.
close time, I think. Yeah, but Driver was very forgettable. Yeah.
Fast 5. He went from Fast.
Fast 5 is the best of the Fast and the Furious movies to date. Just saying.
I haven't watched any.
Watch
Well,
it. Watch
I
it.
watched 2.
It
That's
is
what
great.
I've seen.
It is surprisingly a fun ass movie. I mean, Fast and Furious movies they get so ridiculous after Fast 5. I mean, even including Fast 5.
He
But it
plays
is
like
so fun.
I know he's like kind of the antagonist in a way.
He was. He's trying to stop
yeah.
Dom and all the other guys, and they do have a fight scene. And there was things in their contract where neither one of them could lose the fight. And I know they both notoriously hate each other, Vin Diesel and The Rock. But Fast 5, if you're gonna watch a Fast and Furious movie, just start there.
There's
That's the best
rumors
one.
out there that The Rock was involved in taking Paul out as a FU to Vin Diesel.
Get out of here.
All I know about Fast 5, it's about family.
They're all about Fast. Should we just get all the Fast ones out of the way right now? Be like, hey, Fast 6 is almost as good. Fast 7's not as good. Fast 8 not as good.
I wouldn't know
But
what.
I
Hobbs
mean,
and
they're
Shaw.
all just rip-offs.
Hobbs
of
and
Point
Shaw.
Break.
I bet you Craig would love Hobbs and Shaw.
I would probably watch Hobbs
I think
and
you would
Shaw.
even too. I think you would both like Hobbs and
They're
Shaw.
all just rip-offs of Point Break. Okay?
Okay, well the first one is for sure.
Yeah.
So then, Journey to the Mysterious Island.
I
wanna
watched
see-
parts of it.
I
and
want
it-
to see it. I haven't seen it.
I've
yet.
seen parts of it. It's okay. It's like they're just trying to do like 3D CG. Like, hey kids, look at this movie. That's what it was, and it wasn't great. He bounces a bunch of berries off his pecs at one point.
Okay.
So if you want to see that,
I was saying I would see a sequel to what's that one with Will Ferrell where they go to like that strange world.
The Lost.
Land of the
Journey
Lost.
to the
Lost,
Planet.
yeah.
Oh, Land of the Lost.
I would see a sequel to that, but
Yeah.
Snitch, which is also here.
I haven't seen Snitch. I gotta
Which
say,
I-
guys.
this
I
Is it
don't
there?
know.
Oh yeah, it is there.
It's one of them.
Oh yeah, I was given to it as a gift by this guy. I've never seen it in my life.
This one I know Craig wants to talk about. G.I. Joe Retaliation.
Oh,
It's the
yeah.
second
Although I honestly think I might have only watched the first one.
The second one's the better one.
I know.
It's so much way. I mean, I'm not saying
both
it's good.
forgettable.
I'm not saying. Oh, the first one's very forgettable. The first one I'd say is a bad movie. The second one I would say actually is watchable and I actually enjoyed a lot of.
Maybe I
sequences.
did, but they might have just blurred together as one movie.
Yeah, I know I've seen them both, but Like you were saying, he's in the second one a lot. I'm like, I don't remember.
Like, I bet you,
Yeah.
if
10
you
minutes.
sat Craig down
Yeah.
and put those movies on back to back, and I missed the credit sequence, I might not realize that I was watching two different movies.
Okay, well, the first one I would say is just ass. I didn't like it at all. The second one, I actually enjoyed certain sequences in it.
Was Snake Eyes in the
I would say
second
it's
one?
cool. Yeah,
Probably.
he was.
I mean, I'm
It's a
basically
G.I. Joe movie.
I'm kind of
so,
the
yeah.
Snake Eyes of this
Yeah.
group, so
Painting.
You're the most talkative person I know. You're not Snake Eyes at all.
He's
I'm the storm
Destro?
shadow of this group.
Storm Shadow.
Pain and Gain. I think that was with him and Mark
I
Wahlberg.
wanted to watch that one. Mark
Oh,
Wahlberg,
yeah.
and they play like
You know,
play,
they're not movies. I can't even remember that I watched, but I've seen that one too. That one's funny. That one's
They
actually
play
pretty
like in Mark Wahlberg and somebody
They're
else.
like
was in
roided
there.
out guys that
They're
go to
roided
the
out
gym
guys
all the
that try
time.
to do like a height, like.
It's actually based on a true story,
it is,
too.
Yeah.
And the things that happened to what's his face, Tony Shalhoub,
Shalhoub, yeah.
fucking hilarious. They try to kill him so many times and he just won't die. Yeah, it's a surprisingly funny movie. The only thing that I'd say is shitty about it is that it's Michael Bay and it looks like a Michael Bay movie. It's very Michael Bay-esque, but it is
The
funny.
Island.
Actually, The Island wasn't that bad.
Michael Bay.
It wasn't that bad.
Fast and Furious 6. We kind of already talked about
Yeah,
that.
it's lesser than 5.
Empire State.
Building. Empire State
I
Building.
don't know.
Just
I don't
Empire
know.
State.
I haven't seen that one.
Never saw it.
Hercules.
Yeah, it's not that great. It's okay.
I caught most of it on cable. So yeah, it's all right. I like it. Kind of plays it like everything that Hercules is known for doing isn't quite as built up as he says.
Yeah, like, everything has been built up as more than it really is.
The
I like
Hydra-
Troy more.
The Hydra wasn't really a monster.
Like the lion didn't really have like unbreakable skin. The Indian lion.
but he is super fucking strong.
Yeah, exactly.
Furious 7.
It's okay. That was what's his face's last on Paul Walker's. Made me cry a little bit at the very end, but it wasn't because of The Rock.
To see you again.
Yeah.
San Andreas.
It's another one of those big destruction movies. Yeah, it's not that great. It's forgettable. But I did
He plays like a helicopter pilot.
Alexander Daddario is in it, and
You see her boobs in
She's
True
beautiful.
Detective.
you do.
No,
You do. So go watch that instead of San Andreas.
Well, that's true. That's true basically of everything, yeah. You want to watch True Detective. I turned into the dude from The Father of the Bride. Martin Short. Basically, what you want to do is not watch any of these and watch True Detective.
Central Intelligence in 2016.
forgettable
Kevin Hart.
comedy with him and Kevin Hart.
Isn't that the one where he like played when he was younger? He's a fat kid and he's singing in the
Oh,
shower.
it
now
was-
that you say that,
It was, yeah.
I
He got
remember-
like thrown out into like the gym.
I didn't remember this at all until you said that.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it has
there's
its
like that
moments.
run of Kevin Hart and
It has its moments, but otherwise it's not that great.
I do. It had the best story. It had the best
Moana. I
tagline.
got Moana too. I could put out
The
here.
tag. Oh yeah, the tagline. I can talk about Moana.
You know
so
what?
Hold on a second.
I'm gonna.
The tagline to the
Go
to
get
that
it.
Central
Yeah.
Intelligence one was all you need is a lot of
Heart.
heart and a Big Johnson or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that's a good tagline.
A little heart and a
Moana.
Big Johnson.
I haven't seen Moana. I do want to see it.
Okay.
It's Maui.
You're welcome.
The god Maui.
I hate that
You're
song.
welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
So
Yeah, that's a song.
great
It
show.
sings.
Good theme. I can talk about this one.
I think I like of the Disney more recent animated movies. It might be my favorite.
No,
Yeah, I like it more than Frozen. I like it more than Frozen. I like it more than
I don't
Tangled.
like it more than Encanto.
I like it more than Encanto.
Oh,
I
piece
do.
of turd.
Encanto has better songs, but
Yeah.
this is the better movie overall. Just saying.
yeah.
I like his character. His character's great.
Well, it was nice. Yeah, and it also has Boba Fett in it too. I think he plays the dad of the.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the book voice.
It's Tamura Morrison. I think
It's
it
a good. Yeah,
Tamura?
it's a good show. It is a good movie. It really and honestly, there's no Disney movie that makes you want to go on vacation more than watching.
Oh, it's beautiful. The water
Yeah.
itself is just gorgeous.
Fate of the Furious. I mean, we kind of went.
That's number 8.
We're
Yeah.
talking about all these Fast and
Which
Furious.
is the last one that he was in with these guys.
And then he got his own.
And then he got Hobbs and Shaw.
Then he got Baywatch.
Oh, that one sucked.
Well,
Yeah, I've seen it. It's got Zac
What?
Efron.
You
That was
watched
it.
that?
I was hoping for like a 21 Jump Street kind of vibe. It didn't capture that at all. It sucked. It was bad.
I'd never heard of this one before. Rock in a Hard Place. He's playing himself. Don't know what kind of movie that is.
Sounds like a
Like a
wrestling
documentary about
documentary.
Yeah, like a documentary thing.
Probably is.
Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle.
That's a fun one.
It's fun.
Jumanji.
I like the first one.
It's like maybe a 7 on a scale of 10.
Yeah, that's about right. That's it. It's a fun one.
Yeah, it was good.
The original one probably still stands as the best of the
Well, it's just
Jumanjis.
completely different though. Like the original, this one was more of an action.
Totally.
You know?
They become these characters in this video game, which is, it's a fun one. It's a fun movie.
Karen Gillan.
Yeah.
Rampage.
It's dumb fun, I'd say, I guess. Giant monsters, like the video games was based off.
Part of the reason I want to see that, like obviously the video game, but they had like the Ford Bronco before it was actually out in production. So he had like the test model of a Ford Bronco in that movie.
So before O.J. Simpson drove it down.
Well, so the new one, because they stopped producing them for a time.
Oh, okay.
And that was when it came back, but he had one in there. I was like, I want to see that because I was thinking of getting one. Skyscraper.
It sucked. It was trying to be Die Hard.
He's missing a leg.
Yeah, but it was trying to be Die Hard, and it took too much CGI.
Isn't that whole movie all about the one scene where he jumps from to
That's
the
a big moment.
skyscraper?
That's like probably a third of the way into it, and the rest of it is just boring.
Fighting with My Family.
That is the one with Paige.
Yeah, that's about
the
Paige,
wrestling.
the
Nick
wrestler,
Frost and everything.
And I've seen parts of that too.
You never saw it.
Looks interesting.
It's not bad.
I heard
It's
it
not
was
bad.
actually okay.
It's not bad. Yeah. If you're a wrestling fan, if you like Paige and you want to hear about her story,
Paige is good.
Florence
she's
Pugh.
a good wrestler. I'll give her.
Florence Pugh, isn't it?
Poof.
Florence Pugh.
Pow.
Florence
Pugh.
Plays Paige, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No. And she did a good job. She did a good job. I mean, he had a very small role.
So it says this is, I don't know if it counts on Shazam because there's an image of Teth Adam. I don't even remember that.
Didn't he say that he fought to keep? Isn't there something just came out recently that he fought to keep Black Adam out of Shazam? Because
I kind of heard
that. Maybe.
But yeah, he's not really in that. He's
not in it.
It says there's an image of him.
Okay.
Hobbs and Shaw.
I think we could skip
That's a fun ass movie. You guys, both of you might enjoy that. It's just like popcorn, just sit down and watch action. These two guys just being fun with each other. I like they got a good camaraderie between him and Jason Statham. I like their chemistry. Sorry.
Jumanji, the next level. I haven't seen it. I've seen the first Jumanji, not the second one.
If you've seen the first one, you've basically seen the second one. It's not really a necessary movie.
That's what I'm looking for. I'm curious if it's come out.
Jungle Cruise. I have seen this one.
I like this one more than I thought I would.
It was okay. I mean, I thought it was gonna be terrible, but I was like, eh. But it's I thought it was a little bit slow. His character actually is very tamed down. Like he's okay.
I liked what he ended up becoming, like what he found out about his character.
Yeah.
And I felt like, obviously it's not as good as Indiana Jones, but I felt like Indiana Jones mixed with Pirates of the Caribbean. I felt those kind of movies merged together, and this movie kind of took some things from those movies.
I felt it was very slow, but it's not really The Rock's fault, just the pacing of the movie itself. Free Guy. So
a great movie.
Yeah, it's the guy he kills.
Do you remember who the fuck was he?
The bank robber, one of the bank.
The guy
robbers,
he kills, the bank robber.
Oh, okay.
Actually, so him and Hugh Jackman are both in it. So he's
actually just a voice role.
Yeah.
He's not.
Their voices.
Physically? Oh, okay.
But he's the robber that gets killed in the beginning, and then Hugh Jackman is the guy in the back alley that makes the deal with.
I knew that. I heard the voice actually.
I didn't until I looked it up afterwards. Red Notice, which is the one with Ryan Reynolds and.
Never saw that.
You know what? That's another fun one. It's
really I thought I would like it, and then just everything I saw in the trailers was.
So I gotta ask.
It's definitely Ryan Reynolds being Ryan Reynolds and The Rock being The Rock is what it was. And if you want to see that, that's what this movie is.
We're at the last one, so we'll do that. But I have one that I'm gonna ask you.
DC League of Super Pets.
I saw this in theaters.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
we took. Actually, I went and saw Top Gun Maverick, and then I stayed in the theater and went over to watch. First time I've ever done this in my life. Stayed in the
Just
theater.
you?
Yeah, I went and saw Top Gun by myself because nobody wanted to see it with me.
And that's the one you stayed to see and watch.
And then Cassie had taken the girls to go the kids theater to watch that, and so I just stayed in the theater and moved down and watched that with them afterwards.
Oh, with them. Oh,
with them, yeah.
Okay.
It's actually pretty good, pretty funny. I think you'll like it for sure. I think you will too. Actually,
I'd give it a shot.
It's funny, but honestly, The Rock is the least best. His character is the least best part about it. The other ones are better, but
he's too much of a
he's the least
Superman
best.
type character.
That makes sense. Least best.
It's not the best part of it.
Yeah, not the best. Least best.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. We went through a whole list, and wasn't there a movie where he takes people and they get Maori weapons, and he has to fight people with Hawaiian?
Yeah, that's Hobbs and Shaw.
Oh,
okay. I was
okay.
gonna say, I think it was something Fast and Furious.
Southern
But that's,
Shaw.
Okay, then that's one with
They're in
Idris Elba,
Hawaii.
who's like the invincible
and
guy, essentially.
Roman Reigns is in it,
Yeah, Roman Reigns is
and
kind of.
Idris
Okay.
Elba.
Yeah.
And he's going to be Black Adam in the coming up movie, which
Yeah.
I'm sure at least I'll probably see it. I don't know if you guys will.
I mean, I've seen 99% of these movies you
I
mentioned
bet
already.
money
so-
that John will see it and I will not.
So,
So,
just before we kind of wrap it up, what do you think of him as an actor, though?
oh, he's definitely limited. As being a big dude.
He's a charismatic person.
Yeah.
He's not a good actor. So Dwayne Johnson is great in a movie because his personality is just good. His personality, you can make movies around it. That's what it is.
I'm gonna say, like, obviously he's a big muscle guy. He's an Arnold Schwarzenegger type, I guess you could say. So he's good for the action, and you can do like the little quips and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Like little.
But that's Dwayne Johnson, though. That's what he's like in real life.
And that's why it fits him when he's in.
That's what I mean to say. He's not a good actor. He doesn't do a good job of playing roles. He's just a good job of being a physical presence who is pretty cocky and got confidence and all that stuff. I mean, the thing I'll say about Dwayne Johnson that I like the most is he's like a Renaissance man. You know, he's into everything. He's into business ventures. He's into these things. He's done a great job of just maximizing him as a brand.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there was a point where he was talking about running for president. And honestly, how surprised would we be if we look 20 years from now and we find out that Dwayne Johnson's the president of the United States?
Yeah.
You know?
Totally doable.
Like, you guys kind of nailed it on the head when you were saying, like, he's like Schwarzenegger. Like, he's got it all. He's a guy who's got it all. But, like, he's approachable, whereas Schwarzenegger... Like, I think if Schwarzenegger was smiling at you, you'd still be like, that's a weird smile.
I think Schwarzenegger's actually a better actor than Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I've seen Schwarzenegger roles, and he's done more range, for sure.
Possibly.
But, like, what you were saying, I think he can do basically two roles. Either he's, like, walking tall, where he's just kind of like the stiff, strongman, stoic, or he's kind of goofy, laughable, approachable, as in the Jumanji stuff.
To your question and point, I think his best stuff... I don't know how I can say any of this shit. I've seen, like, 3 of his movies, but from my perspective, what I have seen, his best stuff is his early on stuff, as far as his actual acting and everything like that goes. Everything else, and maybe it's because it was fresh here, and then it became the same thing along the way.
I think Jungle Cruise, he tries to be a little bit serious, like he goes to a painful backstory a little bit, but it's not too deep or anything. No. I would like to see him attempt something like that. I don't know what
Shakespeare, give him Romeo and Juliet, maybe. I don't know. King Lear.
Get him in front of a Scorsese camera.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that is everything for Dwayne Johnson.
We talked for 27 minutes about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
We went through literally every movie he's been in. That's why.
Hey, we didn't do Samuel L. Jackson, which would be a hell of a lot longer.
Samuel L. Jackson?
Yeah.
So, where can I find you at?
Twitch, Twitter, PSN, MussKeg.
Twitch, Twitter, PSN.
Twitch,
CountryBoy
Twitter.
_ Did I say something?
Tweeter.
Twitter? Oh, Twitch, Twitter. PSN at CountryBoy _9.
Tweeter.
Also YouTube.
And I am the LewisLightning on Twitch. So, yeah, know your role.
Yeah. All right, yeah. So we got 35 minutes max, right?
Oh, this one,
I don't think we'll need to worry about this one running too long.
Well, we'll see. Maybe.
We'll see.
Could be our longest one yet. Just like my dick. Got you guys good.
Long and skinny.
It's not girth. Everybody knows. It's not that girth.
It's not that short. It's just thin, really thin.
Thin dick. Thin dick.
Pencil.
Okay, sorry you got a short dick. Thin dick.